Welcome, welcome, welcome. Today we're talking about prospecting. Now, I ran a webinar yesterday, a workshop where I was saying that most business owners or their teams are lazy at marketing. Now, really what I meant was that they're actually afraid of prospecting. When you talk about prospecting, most people run for the hills, but it's actually by constantly prospecting, that's how we're going to be assured of a full pipeline that's going to keep us away from that feast or famine roller coaster that often happens in business. Why this aversion to prospecting is because we're afraid of rejection, aren't we? We want to fit in with the tribe. We don't want people to say no to us. We don't want people to think that we're selling to them. We don't like change. We know that other people don't like change. All of this goes on unconsciously, usually. Most people will just do anything to avoid prospecting. But it's how we keep our business going, because we need cash is the lifeblood of our business, and finances might not be the primary goal of your business, but we need to have cash in the business. So we need to be prospecting, and we need to be prospecting every day. Whether it's us personally or someone in our team, we need to have somebody who's prospecting for us or doing it ourselves. And it doesn't need to be much time every day. It's just about building relationships. That's what prospecting is, building relationships. And who doesn't want to have fun building relationships with other human beings every day? And there are so many easy ways of doing it, some lovely, fun, creative ways of doing it. So I just want to share a few. Now, the number thing is we've become a bit fixated with lead generation, going out for new people. Whereas actually, it's much easier to stay close to home and start prospecting with our existing customers. Because how many of your existing customers know everything you sell? Or maybe it's been some while since they bought from you. So remember this, it's 5 or 6 times easier and cheaper to get your existing customers to buy from you than it is to go out to get new leads. Lead generation is actually the most expensive thing you can do in business. Now, of course, if you're a brand new business, you've got to do lead generation to get your first customers in. But once you've got a few customers under your belt, we can start using our existing customers to do our prospecting for us, if you like. This is only on the proviso that you've given great customer service. So number one thing, successful people in business are confident that they give a great service. They're confident in their product. They deliver a great service to their customers every time. So we need to be clear on that. We know that we have to give a great customer service to get our existing customers to coming back. The other thing that successful people in business know is that not everybody wants to work with us. So when people say no, that's fine. They're not our ideal target, but we keep going, we move on until we find our ideal clients. So some easy ways to prospect. Number one, go back to your existing customers. If you've been in business for years and years, you'll have hundreds of clients, probably hundreds of customers who maybe haven't heard from you for a while. So go back and get back in touch with them and do it in creative, lovely ways. Well, you could just ring them up, or you could send them something nice through the post, or send something to them that will be useful. Just remind them about how wonderful you are, and perhaps they need to buy from you again. Maybe they don't know everything that you sell, so make sure that they do know. We know that you loved X product. Did you know that we also do Y and Z product? So get them to know everything that you sell. And next one is to draw up a list of your dream clients. So find people who you really want to be your customers. Draw up a list and then develop a fun, creative, lovely way of just getting in touch with them. Maybe you want to send them a letter through the post. Maybe you want to send them one of your products as a complimentary gift to them. Maybe you just want to send them a Kit Kat through the post with a tea bag. I don't know. Whatever you want to do, just be creative with them. And another thing to do actually is to just get creative in terms of not doing what everybody else is doing. So successful business people are courageous. They don't want to conform to the rest of what everybody else is doing. They want to be different. They want to stand out. So make sure that you stand out and are not just drowning in this world of constant emails that nobody opens. So they're just 4 easy ways, but there are loads of others. If you just use your imagination, just try something different. Maybe you've done something before that actually works, so carry on doing that. If you've been doing something for ages and it doesn't work and it's costing you money, just stop doing that. But try some other exciting new ways of doing it. Don't just stick to sticking your posts on LinkedIn. So, not that LinkedIn can be a very powerful tool and maybe it works for you, but do something creative with it. Send little voice notes to your connections on LinkedIn. Do something different that makes you stand out. Send little videos to people. You can do this easily just with your phone these days. But what else can you do? You could maybe host an event to showcase what you do, how you've helped other people, like a webinar or an in-person event. You could have a lovely coffee morning or do they do cheese and wine anymore? You know what I mean. A cheese and wine evening, whatever the modern day equivalent is. I'm behind the times with that. But put it on an event. Maybe you could collaborate with somebody else who has a similar client to you. Maybe get together with an accountant or a shopkeeper or somebody that does something similar to you that you share the same kind of customers, and you could do something together and collaborate, and then you could pool your lists and your resources. Maybe you could sponsor a local event, an awards ceremony or a community event of some sort. Maybe you could send gifts through the post to your people, to your ideal client. Maybe you could do quizzes on social media or polls on social media, something to get people engaging with you. Maybe you could do little videos and send them to people. There's hundreds and hundreds of ways of standing out from what everybody else is doing to get you before your prospects, your ideal target market. How are you going to get yourself in front of your ideal target market? So let's stop being lazy with our marketing. Let's get out of our comfort zone. Let's realize that actually you are a magnificent human being. Your business is magnificent. People need to know about the product and service that you provide. And the only way they're going to find out is by you putting yourself forward and doing a courageous job at prospecting. Otherwise, how can you sleep at night knowing that nobody knows about you? So now is the day. Now is the day to step out of your comfort zone, do something courageous, and get prospecting with your ideal target market so that they can benefit from what you have to offer. And I'd love to hear about the ideas that you're trying, how effective it is. If you want some help, get in touch. But enjoy and have some great fun and creativity with this. Bye for now.